Hi, Dr. Chris here. You probably already know that. Anyways, I got a call about your final paper and realizing that I haven't said anything more specific about that than what is in your syllabus. We're going to stick to the syllabus for our point of reference. If you want to grab your syllabus or pull it up, then you can follow along with me. But here is the assignment. You're to design a comprehensive disciple-making plan for the congregation you serve in or you attend. Now, of course, if it is one that you attend and you're not in any kind of a leadership position, it's a model that you're making, maybe one that you could share with your pastor or someone who oversees your ministry program, your education program, if you will. But you're to make sure that you develop this discipleship program and be sure that it accounts for your congregation's context, right? Who's there, who's not there, who is in your community, that it envelops all ages and stages in your plan, whether or not those ages or stages currently attend. If you were to all of a sudden have families, how are you going to help those families move through, say, a discipleship funnel? How are they going to become disciples? How are families and their children, I almost said in particular, but their children, keep that in mind. How do children move from being pre-Christian to Christian and not stopping with their baptism or profession of faith? How do they, or confirmation for some of us, how do they stay? How do we keep them engaged and moving into becoming disciples and then missionaries in their own rights? So your leadership recruitment needs to be in there, how you're going to recruit leaders, how you're going to train and mentor people and those leaders, how you're going to develop and apprentice people, right? How are you going to mobilize and coach them? How are you going to evaluate them? Details then, let's just stop there for a moment, okay? I really want you to think this through. We've covered all of this and saying this can't happen in my congregation, this won't happen. Well, guess what? If you say it won't, it won't. And there's a big difference between can't and won't. And I find so often we say can't when really what we mean is won't. I want you to dream. I want you to look at who you have. One person. If all you have is one person that you can disciple that one person. Two people. Do you not have two people that you can work with? Dream and envision and make it happen. Pray. Ask Jesus. I don't know, I've probably said this to you along the way. I started I made my profession of faith at 22 years of age. It was an inner city church. They had no nursery, but that second Sunday I showed up when I brought my daughter, Kat, who was 15, 18 months at that time. Two women, I had no idea there was no nursery because that day there was a nursery and there was follow-up and they were there and they were interested and they invited me back, and the next week there was a nursery and they were praying. I didn't know, but they had been praying for us to come, and a children's ministry started that day. So be thinking about that. How, when the right person shows up, or maybe it's not the right person, but pray and ask the Lord to bring you who you need, and you'll be very surprised that the way God honors our prayers, right? So I want you to work through the development, and then here's the next piece. What's your what next? This isn't some banal exercise, some get your paper in. I want you to make a commitment of what you're going to do next. Maybe it's that you are a layperson without leadership responsibilities or opportunities, and so maybe that's talking to your pastor about this. And And if you are in some kind of position where you can make a difference, then do it. Tell me in your paper, who are you going to talk to? When are you going to talk to them? Where are you going to talk to them? Get the details down and get it on your calendar. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. The kingdom is too important. This world is too important. Jesus and what he does and he wants to do and what he can do, that's too important. Look at the syllabus, look at your paper. If you have any questions, call me. Have fun with it. No stressing, just have some